Hello, Arjun. How are you?
I'm perfectly fine. How are you doing, MJ?
I'm wonderful. Everything is great here. Since you're back to India from Dubai, right?
Yes, true.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, and now, guys, today we are on Zoom, and you are watching us through our social media, but of course, it's gonna be on YouTube. Now I want you to explain what did you do, because I know for 21 days you were in Dubai, and of course I saw your pictures. You met many business ladies and businessmen, and now I want you to share with us about your journey in Dubai.
Super. Well, this time actually I went for a couple of reasons. I went there for our investor roundtable that we did. So as you know, we have an accelerator and a fund. So we have a lot
Absolutely.
many investors into our ecosystem. And so what we did, we actually brought in 10 to 12 different startups from different parts of Europe and Asia, joint partnership with another ecosystem called EBW from Romania. So we brought in around filtered 10 startups from various different parts of Europe and 2 startups from Dubai itself and 1 from Lebanon. They all wanted to raise capital, and we have been listening to them for last 4 months, understanding their pain points, guiding them how to pitch and what to do and how things can be done. So 10th of March was our D-Day for Investor Roundtable. Initial couple of days, we visited Expo 2020 only for a couple of hours. We didn't get lots many time. And that happened on 6th of March. And after that, we had lot many meetings. So I had another agenda to meet real estate developers in Dubai itself, because we have so many number of buyers for real estate, and we wanted them to check the real estate properties in Dubai. We wanted to collaborate with real estate property builders in Dubai and Abu Dhabi and Sharjah, those areas. Those
Very
meetings
good.
we did. And after that, we had that 10th of March roundtable. So we put on approximate 9 investors in front of these 12, 13 startups who pitched in front of our investors for in total 15 minutes each and every one of them. The video is not out yet. Very soon we will be uploading the video. In the video, the funniest part is because I did the recording, you will not find me in the video because I was behind the camera. But
Oh,
yeah,
wow, you were the cameraman. Why not?
Yeah. So we had
You are
a
wonderful. You can do anything you want. So why not?
yeah. So I used to be a fashion photographer once upon a time in my earlier days of startup time. So I know how to click pictures. I know
Fabulous.
how to do videos, even though that's not my bread and butter. Neither I promoted myself into this. So we did that, and after the investor roundtable, there were a lot of interesting discussion that happened from investors. 4
Good.
of those startups, they got interest level from investors themselves, and they wanted to meet these startups, wanted to understand their pain points. Sometimes startups don't understand how to create interesting business for investors. So for 2 of the startups who are from Europe, till date, they are not understanding why they need to create a business model rather than just asking for money. One of the startup, they are from Europe. They feel that they are a brand at the moment, but they just only have their MVP ready. And the investor wanted to have their money secure. Like if they're investing a money into a new startup, which is a baby, don't have a credential at the moment, they want to secure their investment, whatever they have. So that was a discussion that we are having with investor as well as startup. That's one aspect. Second interesting aspect I would love to share with you, MJ. There was a Moldova-based startup. They were in the traditional business. They had a oil and gas station, and they have construction materials from Moldova. They wanted to expand their business. and they are looking for 80 times increase of their business. But because it was a traditional business, it's not interesting for investors to invest money until unless it becomes interesting
I
business.
understand. I also met some business owners who are into traditional business and they don't want to change it.
Yeah, that's a difficult part of the entire story, which I would love to share with you. But this gentleman, he is open enough to change his mindset and update his business. We had a discussion. Funny part, they extended their stay, so I offered my hotel room, shared that with the startup so that their cost becomes optimized. So sometimes I become like Mother Teresa, give things to people.
Yeah.
So they entered into my service apartment. I was actually staying in a very big luxurious service apartment. So I put on myself in the drawing room with the extra bed and put them into the bedroom. So I was generous enough to do that. Jokes apart,
Wow.
coming back to the main part, we have been talking like 3 o'clock almost every day with these startups because they
Wow.
don't speak English properly. It was very difficult for the discussion, but we understood each other somehow. And what I have to do, I have to convert their entire business into a little bit of sweet punch of technology. So the after 3-4 days, what happened? The entire business structure has been uplifted into a blockchain enabled powered gas station. Okay. So the
Good.
business model became a blockchain powered system wherein anybody who is entering into the gas station, the automated system can detect their face and their taste and preference. Depending on their taste and preference, they know that, okay, fine, within the gas station, this is the kind of gas they usually get each and every time. This is their trend, and this is the kind of food that they usually consume. Okay, I forgot to mention, this gas station includes a small cafe, a small bookstore. It's a cozy environment. They can have beer, they can have drinks. So we can detect their face, we can detect their taste and preference, what kind of sweets they prefer, what kind of food they usually consume, what kind of liquor they usually buy. Depending on that, the entire decision-making system can be developed. So eventually a normal traditional gas station became smart because I involved the entire technology into it, and their whole business model has been uplifted and upgraded. And somehow they wanted me to pitch on their behalf to one of the investors. So we went together, and it happened like 5 people went there, and I was the only one who pitched. Within 30 seconds, I taught them how to pitch in front of investors, and the investor says that it was a great pitch. So I'm really convinced, would love to take it forward. That process is going on at the moment, and let's see what happens. By the grace of God, probably they will get some amount of support from these people. But the only thing I wanted to share with you, MJ, is like when people feel that they are pitching, when people feel that they're creating their business model, they lack in a lot many cases. You know, first they lack how to create the financial model. They just say that within 5 years, I need that much amount of money, but they don't have any breakup. So until unless you have a breakup year-wise, and that too with a very specific node, it is very impossible for any investor to commit a couple of $1 million. Just saying that, okay, if in 5 years I need $400 million, nobody will commit you that. You need to be specific. First year, I need X. Second year, I need X plus 2. Third year, maybe X plus 3. Fourth year, maybe X minus 4. I need to define the reason why. I need to show when can you have the break even. You need to create a valuation model. So those things are like really necessary. And I think that, Gaz, you are a part of our accelerator into the business development section globally, worldwide. I would love you to speak a little bit about our engagement, how we can help the startups through our accelerator. I'm sure that a lot many people are connecting you as well in social media. So
Absolutely.
it's up to you if you can share a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, I need to give my thanks to you for your great explanation and amazing experience you had in Dubai. I, exactly like you, I meet daily different people and they know what we do and they know about our acceleration program. But the thing is, not everybody is eligible. Unfortunately, not everybody is eligible to be a part of our acceleration program. But as you mentioned, yes, many people, they are business owners, CEO, founder, the company is big, everything is great, but there are lack of enough documents. They can't show us, you know, the financial document, which we already discussed in our last session. It's already in our YouTube channel, guys. You can watch. And another thing is they even don't know how to pitch their own business, as you just mentioned. And you know what? From a few people, I received messages like, "Hey, okay, you are charging us for that, so you are responsible to let us grow in any way you can make it. We are paying you, you do it." Guys, our acceleration program, of course, we are here to help you financially by networking or in any way we can. But the business, the documents, the operation of your business, your staffs, the CEO, the founder, the manager, everyone, everything should be there. We are not, as we mentioned before, we are not here to pay for your ideas. We are not here to get investors for your business when the documents of your company and your business is incomplete. But what we do when you have the full documents and all the requirements from us that we already mentioned in our last sessions, of course, we are able to motivate our investors who are working with us. And now I'm so happy we got more investors from Dubai in our acceleration program. I need to give my biggest congratulations on you. Guys, that means we have people, we have investors, we have anyone, even Arijit himself, he is an angel investor. If your business, if your documents are everything you need, everything which is required for us to invest in your business, maybe you can motivate Arijit, you know, to invest in your business or more people. So what we do is not arranging everything for your business. That one is not acceleration. You please correct me if I'm wrong.
You are
that
right.
one is not acceleration. Because, you know, people, they think, yeah, well, because of just a small amount that we are charging them. Okay, so now everything is there. So you have to do anything for us. You have to pitch, you have to arrange our business. I'm sorry, we are unable to do that.
Well, if you feel that we have to do everything, to be very honest, then it becomes probably a different kind of responsibility. And for that, of course, we can have a different package for you. If you feel that you need more professional help from us, like if you don't know how to create a pitch deck, we can do that. We have entire team in the back end who can do it for you. That's the extra cost. We cannot accelerate you and say that, okay, fine, you just have an idea, you come to us and I'll be giving you money. It cannot happen, right? If you need
Absolutely.
us, yeah, if you need
Absolutely.
us to create your business model, if you need us to upgrade your business model, it takes time, it takes involvement, it takes experience. It's not that easy to convert a normal traditional business into completely that vertical with costing. Please remember, anybody can have that idea. Okay, I'll create a blockchain enabled gas station. No, you need to create the entire costing for the same. You need to actually make the entire team who is going to do it, how it is going to happen, and how government will get the benefit, how investor will get the benefit, how the valuation model will work, how the entire technology will work, including the algorithm. That's what I do. I just don't say that gas station will become a blockchain enabled gas station. No.
No, no, absolutely not.
So
And one more thing I need to add after your speech, Arijit. As you mentioned, and I also mentioned, some people they got traditional business. There is nothing wrong if you guys have traditional business. We welcome everyone. But the thing is, if you really want to grow after pandemic, now is the right time for anyone to grow, and even for us to help you. Please, guys, be a little bit flexible, please. And if we are telling you this one is the best for you, option A is better than option B, please be more welcoming and flexible if you really need to grow.
Yeah, otherwise
So
it's
that we can
actually,
help you better.
otherwise the reason MJ is making this statement, she's a very experienced colleague of mine, and the reason she's saying it because we have been facing it day in and day out. You know what, when you ask for a meeting date from us, we
Mhm.
are actually we're actually giving a very precious time from our 24 hours.
Absolutely.
Within 24
Absolutely.
hours, probably I sleep for 6 hours, she's sleeping for maybe 6 hours. If you cut it
Exactly.
off, it becomes 18 hours. Within 18 hours, calculate 2 hours for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. So that becomes 16 hours. And trust me and believe me, I work for 16 hours in a daily basis. From that 16 hours, giving a time for 15 minutes, it's not that easy. I run multiple business. She runs a couple of ventures altogether, and we are running this accelerator. Within that time, when you ask for meeting date and time, and we give that time to you, it is our honor, our pleasure to meet you, new entrepreneurs, because you are
Absolutely.
doing fabulous work, great work. There is no doubt in it. But if
Exactly.
you're looking for suggestion from us, and if you feel that that can be welcomed, we'll be really, really happy, because in that way, we can make both the ways very smooth. Example, if the investor wants, I'm just giving you a live example. I think it will be helpful for all of you. Say you
Yes,
have
please.
you have got a product which is a sports product, which is probably a luxury sports product, but you only have your minimum viable product ready. That means your production is not started. You just created your own company and you just designed that dress. And now the investor is saying that if I have to invest money in you, so we need to create the entire brand from the scratch. Instead of that, let me bring another partner into the deal who can do the manufacturing. They are an established brand, and you become a technology solution provider for them in initial time. And it will be a joint venture between that brand and your brand, so that your brand gets a little bit of upliftment from the beginning, right? In that
Yes.
way, I can secure my money and I can have a peaceful sleep. I'm talking about the investor. I can have a peaceful sleep, and it is easy for both the parties to create the brand together. Like, there is no competition with that third brand, third company. They are just creating another pipeline into their company. They are not signing any kind of another MOU with any other company. You are getting lot many orders. You are getting money. You are getting the entire production pipeline. So as a business person, I think we need to understand how to become a little bit of flexible to understand if you are getting that order, that means you are getting money. If you are getting money, your investor's money is also secured, right, MJ? Like
That's
if
right. That's that's right.
the investor is investing, say, $1 million, and with that, if he is bringing the entire order jointly with another company, it is good. But at the same time, if you feel that I don't want to do that, I want to create my own brand, which I respect totally. But for that, investor says that probably I have to invest $3 million because 2 million will go for marketing. You don't have a customer base. You don't have any kind of channel of marketing. People don't know you. Now to get to know you, it will take at
Mhm.
least 2 to 3 years for your brand.
Like branding. You mean branding? Yeah.
If he's wiping off that branding part with a
Yeah.
collaboration with another brand, like the way I'll give example. The way Tata does business with Docomo. Docomo is another company. They wanted to enter into India. They collaborated with
Uh-huh.
Tata as a company that become Tata Docomo, right? And they
I am.
started this business in India. So I'm talking about that kind of solution for the startup. So if you have that mindset that I'm not going to handshake with any other because I want to create my own brand, I respect that. But please
Yeah.
understand, to do that, you need longer timeline and need more budget. So we need to understand how flexible both of us are to find a
Mhm.
middle route for the solution. It's not easy to accept that fact as an entrepreneur, as a creator. Same
Yeah.
time, from the investor's perspective, it is not easy to commit a money wherein they don't know whether they will get the return on time or not. So if he is bringing a business, that makes sense, completely sense. What do you feel, MJ? What is your feeling?
Yeah. I strongly agree with you and what you already explained. And again, I'm pretty sure we can help many businesses out there worldwide. But the thing is, they really would love to consult with us without before raising funds, or even before we want to introduce them to more investors. But a few people, they like their own business. They like to they like to work traditionally, which is a little bit difficult for us to make it. But what you mentioned, I strongly agree with you.
And in fact, MJ, I think for this, as you said, and we have been talking with each other, let me
Yes.
reveal the fact to the world that in our accelerator, we created a partner channel wherein if any startup needs any website to be done, it's a very small thing, but we
Yeah.
can do it easily. We have web development team. If you need to create an application, iOS, Microsoft, Android, we have the entire team. We can do that. If you need any virtual reality, augmented reality, extended reality, we have the entire team. If you need anything on finance with CA or lawyer support, we have legal support into our accelerator. So what you need, we have everything. You don't need to go anywhere. Just come to us. We will solve as a one window solution. I'll give another live example. What happened with another startup. That startup is a great startup, okay? And the lady got real clear vision. But in
Yeah.
initial days, she invested her own money to create her portal and application, and they did it with Java. Java is a strong language, but it's costly. That cost her
Exactly. It's
much
costly. Yeah.
bigger than the normal way it could have done. Like it would have done with a native application development, which
Mhm.
was easy, much more easy. Now, her situation is she don't have the developer team with her. It was outsourced. And for a simple change, she needs to pay again extra amount of money to other developers. Why this is happening? Because in initial days, she don't have the knowledge which technology she should choose for her application and website. So before you create your model, if you would have come to us, we would have told you, okay, you shouldn't make this in this platform, do it here. This is the pros, this is the cons. Now, her ask money became higher because she needs to hire developers, which is costly. And from investors' perspective, is like, why we should pay you that much amount of money for the development, which could have done half a cost. And we know that. So investors are not fools. I mean, they are smart as well. So they are people in their team,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
So those
Yes.
are
Yes.
the finest small things I feel that people should take care of before they even think of starting a business. It takes time. I understand this. It takes time. Even in my initial days when I started, I had to learn it from the scratch. And that's the reason, MJ, I did coding on my own hands. I learned coding. I did animation on my own hands. I did web designing. I learned database. I learned artificial intelligence. I learned the entire technology domain vertical that you can think of. And I learned the entire finance model. I learned the entire model, how to create a valuation deck. I did that day in and day out. I do that. The reason I did that, so that in life, in future, when I'm running my own company, I can understand what to do, how to do. And of course, I will hire people to do the coding. Of course, I'll hire people to do the financial model, but I should have the knowledge to ask question to my employees, why you did that? This could have done in a better way like this. For
Absolutely.
that, I humbly request to all the startups, all the entrepreneurs to learn the basic things from the scratch, just for your knowledge, so that nobody can actually say that, okay, you know, boss, I'm the employee, I'm a coder, I'm leaving, and you are in deep problem, you know. So that's another take and another input probably I wanted to share with all the audience.
Thank you so much for your amazing explanation. Thank you so much, guys, for watching us. Arijit and I, we are available on LinkedIn, on Instagram and Facebook. I will share our email address. You can come to us and send your application through our emails, or you can text us on LinkedIn or even WhatsApp or Instagram. It's okay. Another thing you can do here is our acceleration website. Please go through the website, read more about us, and then submit your application through our website. Arijit and I, with our other business partner, Mr. Marco, we will review our documents and anything you all of your application. And if you're eligible, we will definitely be back to you. Thank you so much, Arijit, for joining me. It was amazing to meet you again, and I will look forward to see you again. So until then, take very good care of yourself and good night.
Good night. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.